We've got Earl Blumenauer going to be joining us here on our 420 radio coverage, marijuana election night. Jennifer Alexander bringing him on the line. We've got 4 for 6 on city initiatives in the state of Michigan. Colorado tax and California tax measures, a few of those have come in. But let's go now to Jennifer Alexander, who's live in Oregon at the Measure 91 campaign party, getting a guest on the line with us. And it looks as though we're speaking with Representative Earl Blumenauer. Are you on the line, sir? Can we hear you?
I am indeed. Can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you for joining us, Representative Earl Blumenauer, my U.S. representative. You must be pretty excited. You've been fighting alongside this campaign for a long time. Give us your reaction to the passage of legalization in your home state.
Well, what this means is that the marijuana reform train has left the station. If we can pass it in Oregon in a non-presidential election by a greater margin than Washington or Colorado, this is a very powerful message. We're going to be going back to Washington, D.C. to continue the work I'm doing in Congress to rationalize our laws, whether it's stopping the interference with medical marijuana, hemp, changing the tax laws so we don't penalize perfectly legal marijuana businesses or forcing them to be all cash. This momentum is building. This election victory tonight. I first voted as a state legislator to legalize adult use 40 years ago. And I'll tell you, this election victory for me tonight is very, very sweet.
Yeah, I imagine you've got a lot of personal pride in this vote. And as you head back to Washington, I've gotten the news from CNN that it turns out that it looks like the Senate is going to be under Republican control, the House probably remaining under Republican control. Do you see us making any further progress during the last 2 years of the Obama administration on this issue, given these big wins in Oregon and Washington, D.C.?
Yes, I do. I have been working with a bipartisan group of members of Congress. We've had 5 votes on the floor of the House on reform, medical marijuana, hemp, that passed with bipartisan majorities. So I think we can work with Republicans. There are a number of Republicans that are on the right side of this. This doesn't have to be a partisan issue. I think we can get some things done, maybe even in the lame duck session before the end of the year. The tax provision is one that I want to work on. And then we've got more progress ahead for research, for medical marijuana. And this is one of the things that the Obama administration can work on as a legacy issue. They can help streamline some of this. And it's an area where we can get Republicans and Democrats to cooperate in a session of Congress that's going to be characterized by a lot of gridlock.
Yeah, and we're hoping that maybe this can be an issue, like you said, that can be bipartisan. I've always been stumped, Representative Blumenauer, on how self-described conservatives could not be on our side for this issue. It seems like the most conservative issue out there when you start to think about it. And I'm wondering, is that sentiment growing among Republicans in the Congress?
There has always been some support. I think it will grow. Overwhelming support from Democrats, growing support from Republicans. I think we're going to make some progress, and I really appreciate, Russ, your work on this, and look forward to visiting with you in person.
Oh, thank you so much. Representative Earl Blumenauer from Oregon's, it's 3rd District, correct?
It is, that's right.
Oregon's 3rd District, thank you so much, and congratulations on your re-election tonight.
Thank you.